your friend's father will someday be a rich man. And I said, why is that? He says, because he's an entrepreneur. And I said, what's an entrepreneur? He says, somebody doesn't need a job. And I said, what are you? To my father. And he says, I'm an employee. And so the twain started, the whole world started to split apart to me. And I went to ask Rich Dad about money.
It was at that moment that Rich Dad shared the pivotal point of view that separated him from his employees and my poor dad, and led him to eventually become one of the richest men in Hawaii. The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them.
Time out. During this program, you'll hear a lot about ESB&I, also known as the cash flow quadrant. E stands for employee. Employees have a job. S stands for self-employed small business or specialist, like a doctor or lawyer. These people own a job. B stands for big business, 500 employees or more, and these people have other people working for them. And I stands for an investor, and investors have their money work for them. Now, my poor dad always said to me, go to school and get a job, and he wanted to become an employee or a specialist like a doctor or a lawyer. My rich dad said, if you want to be rich, you have to be on the business owner or the I side. And that's the difference between my rich dad and my poor dad. If you look at, I used to fight with my dad. By the time I was in high school, I'd just fight with him saying, I don't want to be an employee. I just don't want to do it. And I was flunking out of high school and all this stuff. So my mom finally intervened, and my mom was a registered nurse. And she says, Robert, stop arguing with your dad. If you want to be rich, go to school and become a doctor. I said, Mom, there's only one problem. She says, what's that? I says, doctors are smart. She says, you got a good point there. You don't. So early on in my life, I knew I wasn't going to survive here. It was obvious to me. On the other side of it, my rich dad says to me, he says, Robert, are you lazy? I said, yeah. And he says, are you incompetent? I said, yeah. And you're not very bright, are you? I said, no. He says, good, you'll do well in business here.
So that's 9 years old, so pretty self-aware, obviously, and a lot of that was driven by the golf course and some of these other things. How did that progress from there? And tell me about sort of middle school and high school. Did you perform well academically? Did you figure out the system? Did you not care?